for me to introduce you to our next performer. That is Liko Puha. Liko Puha is another one of your treasures. He really is a treasure. And in a few minutes you're going to see why. But I want to tell you about my very, very brief history with Liko. I met him a few years ago. I was up in the Bay Area doing, I don't know what I was doing. And it was a few years ago that we did this. Last year, Liko came to our workshop here and played a very, very big part, sharing his mana'o about Hawaiians and the Hawaiian culture. One of the very, very wonderful, wonderful ways he did that was to write a song. And that song was written specifically for us here in the workshop, us as students, us as people who operate the workshop, here in the Westerback Ranch, because this is a wonderful, wonderful venue for doing what we're doing, isn't it? Yeah. Thank you so much, Westerback Ranch. Okay. We're waiting for some other guys to come up and crash the gig.
Oh, crash it.
Okay, and while we're waiting for them to come out, what I would like to do is to introduce you now to Mr. Liko Puha, who will tell you about the mele that he wrote.
Piha pui te aloha, aloha, ano ai me te bilina tu mi, aloha. So one of my nicknames is Brother No Need PA. So for now, Brother will not use PA and use his voice. It's my honor and privilege to be here before you this evening and see so many familiar faces and new faces and the staff and just the feeling of this place. Yeah. Toki and I, when we first came and were invited by Dave, Teresa, and Uncle Herman, Toki and I took several trips out here to become familiar with this Aina. And it's sacred, to me it is, to us. We feel it in, after the first year, the experiences and the relationships that we formed, unforgettable. So we took those and we composed a mele about this place, about what happens, and the special things that people, our visitors come with, the staff, the trees. The first verse begins, Kuaneki kumu ihi ihi. Talks about the trees that stand. Look how tall. Ki'e hano hano. Kumu also is the word for teacher. So students come and they also cherish these kumu, these trees, these sources of knowledge. The second verse for our visitors talks about Makapai pu'u na hale u'uku. Up in the little hills are the small houses. Muani maila ka'ala o naunala. So when you're in your houses and you hear the bell, you don't really need to hear the bell because you smell the aroma coming from the kitchen. And that's what we're talking about. Carol and her staff in the kitchen, always. I lose a few pounds, but never mind. Just love the food, just like tonight. In that same verse, we talk about Huiana ko Hawaii ma Sonoma. Hawaii meets here in Sonoma. Ho'aya e kavelina aloha, where we encircled with love. Not just so the visitors come. Again, don't we have this lay feeling here in this space where we encircle with love, the trees, the birds. It's a beautiful experience. And then finally, aina kaino hi'i aloha mau ukulele. So people that carry the ukulele, they carry it like a child. Hi'i aloha, baby. Oh, kani ia ki kiho alula, where you also hear the resounding voices of Slaki. Humena leo nahe nahe. So, you know, part of being a camper here is that we have kanikapila at night. And we have a really good time. We have to go inside sometimes. And all put together with a hula. So Soki and I gathered all these thoughts and we composed this mele for a ho'omau. The name of the mele is Kalei Hulu o Ho'omau. That means the feathered lei named Ho'omau. My heart is warmed by the feather lei of Ho'omau, by Ho'omau, this camp. And we have crashers? Okay. I'd like to acknowledge that, of course, this mele was written for Uncle Herman. And of course, it's for Dave and Teresa and everybody, but you know, it's our mele. So I think Uncle Herman's going to come up and dance. Yeah. We never practice. Can you hear? Hello? Hello? We never, okay. We never practice, so we're going to try. And I'm supposed to plug in my ukulele, I don't know how. I'm a backyard kind of guy, so I'm comfortable by the kula. You guys can come over here. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah? Ken, I don't like scrunch. How's that? Okay, no, that's good, that's good. You can hear. Oh, okay. Go on, let me sit down. Too excited now. Cool, cool.